Multicam was one of the most successful patterns on the market, and while no one can deny its success commercially, it was initially rejected by the United States Army. Today we'll be taking a look at the history of the Multicam and Scorpion line of camouflages. Multicam was a joint venture between Crime Precision and the U.S. Army Natick Labs during the Objective Force Warrior program in 2002. Multicam was designed to work in a variety of environments and seasons, lessening the need to keep multiple uniforms in the supply chain. This was an issue that the U.S. Army was experiencing at the time, considering that they needed to have their tricolor desert uniforms as well as their M81 Woodwind uniforms. The way that Multicam works is simple. Very little of the human eye perceives color, so the brain fills in a lot of the blank spots. This makes the camo become part of the environment and work effectively. It depends on blending in with the environment rather than being in contrast to it, which is the theory behind digital patterns. Multicam does also work better at closer ranges than digital patterns because they tend to stick out when you get close to them. In 2004, the U.S. Army was holding uniform trials and the pattern was referred to as Scorpion Camo. A slightly different pattern was released commercially by Crime Precision, and this is what we know as Multicam today. The difference between the two patterns is that Scorpion does not have the vertical aspects to it and features less beige and brown spots than typical Multicam does. Scorpion pattern was beat out by the Universal Camouflage pattern, otherwise known as UCP. However, it was given to some special operations forces who did like the pattern and its performance. A few years down the road, the U.S. Army had decided they needed to switch patterns again for their operations in Afghanistan. This time, a modified version of the original Scorpion pattern, named Scorpion W2, had been chosen, and it was given the name Operational Camouflage Pattern, or OCP for short. It was first given to U.S. Army troops in July 2015. While the U.S. Army's first pattern choice was actual Multicam, they had issues with Crime Precision over printing fees, and discussions between the two parties broke down, and because the Army owned the rights to Scorpion, they chose that pattern as opposed to real Multicam. On November 25, 2013, Crime Precision unveiled 4 new types of Multicam pattern. Multicam Arid for bright, open desert, Multicam Tropic for dense jungles, Multicam Alpine for snow-covered environments, and Multicam Black. While it is not for any particular environment, Multicam Black is designed to give a strong and authoritative presence for domestic law enforcement agencies. Multicam has been adopted by many countries besides the United States, including Chile, the country of Georgia, Panama, Denmark, and Russian Special Forces, just to name a few countries. The United Kingdom has produced their own version of Multicam, which features the same color palette as Multicam, but with the shapes found in their DPM pattern. In November 2010, Australia announced Multicam would become the standard for all Australian Army service members in Afghanistan due to its, quote, greater levels of concealment across the range of terrains in the country, end quote, which phased out the usage of OSCAM. A non-licensed, modified version of the pattern is in use with Polish Special Forces under the name Suez, which I am probably pronouncing wrong, or it is commercially known as Camo Gram. That is going to do it for the history of Multicam and Scorpion patterns. If this was your first time here, I would love to have you guys subscribe for more content every Tuesday and Friday. And I know this was a new type of video, so make sure to let me know what you guys thought of this new style of video down in the comments below. If there's a different pattern you'd like me to go over the history of, make sure to let me know as well. If you haven't already, make sure to check us out on social media. Links will be down in the description below where you can check us out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, blah, blah, blah. This has been Elaine from the BB Warrior, talking about the history of Multicam and Scorpion pattern, and I'll see you all next time.